The sleeping woman was jolted awake by a high-pressure water jet. Panicked, she had no choice but to beg for mercy. Facing the long-haired woman, cold as an ice sculpture, no amount of pleading could get a rest. Torment was so cruel. Even one of their own couldn't bear to watch any longer. Finally, they shut off valve. Only then did the woman get a chance to breathe. She was locked in a tiny, prison-like room, with a fat man guarding out. Getting out of here was harder than reaching the heaven. Keeping them locked would only lead to a worse. In her desperation, her hand suddenly grasped a bolt. Looking at the seemingly insignificant object, an idea of escape instantly came to her. She hid behind her back and slowly stood up and started in front of the fat man. Although the fat man appeared dazed on the outside, his heart was already wavering. The woman seized the opportunity and began to sweet-talk him in a gentle, seductive voice. In the end, the fat man couldn't resist her relentless temptation. Overcome by inner heat, he gritted his down the key from the wall, unlocked her shackles without a second thought, and opened the cell door and plopped down on the bench, waiting eagerly for the woman to come serve him. The woman knew this was the moment. She quietly pulled out the bolt, slowly walked the fat man's side, and pretended to whisper sweet nothings to him, only to strike at the right time. With the fat man taken care of, she rushed to rescue her boy, but little did she know, he was trapped in a place 10 times more hellish than her, and he was escaping even faster than she did. He was stuck in a con over 5 meters deep. Without external help, there was absolutely no way out. In this moment of crisis, character is always arranged to show up. Rival Whitehair appeared. Whitehair was dead set on persuading the man to join his side. Seeing that the man was unmoved, he tried to use the man's girlfriend on him. He didn't know the girlfriend was the man's last line. Hearing the man furiously cursed Whitehair as the crime boss. Whitehair had never been insulted like that. He was also helpless against man. Fuming with rage, he vented his anger on one of his henchmen's wives, but his filthy actions were seen by that very henchman. Though the henchman seemed timid on the surface, he had a strong sense of pride. Carrying his Bible, he came to the complained bitterly the man for a while, then hung himself on the wall. The man wanted to save him, but was powerless to help. He could only watch the henchman die in front of him. Now was not the time for guilt. If Whitehair discovered him, he'd be doomed. At this critical moment, the henchman's corpse gave him inspiration. He steeled his nerve forward and climbed the corpse to the concrete bridge. He didn't dare rest for even a second, rushing to find his girl. As he entered the cabin, he heard her cries for help. He kicked the door open in a panic, jumped down the stairs, and landed hard on the fat man. Seeing that the fat man still wouldn't let go, he grabbed a wooden stick nearby and started bashing him violently. Meanwhile, the girl finally unlocked shackle. Two fled cabin in haste, rushed into a car, and left this place of disaster. But they hadn't gone far on the highway when Whitehair suddenly appeared in front of them, trying to stop the car with his bare hand. Clearly